Oh, he already just like yelling. He just yelling. The game starts up and it just throws you right into here. Just butt knuckles you right into here. I don't know what that means, but we got like butt knuckled into here. Yesterday, we started up playing Jurassic Park the game. This is the Telltale licensed game that's you know, kind of a it's choose your own adventure. Kind of is wrong. It sort of is, it sort of isn't. You kind of get to decide a little bit of your own tale, but it's by and large, good lord, it's by and large like the same story regardless. Yeah, that yelling is loud. I turned it down for a second because that was unnecessarily loud. So, God, man, you know what sucks? Like, I can't wear my headphones. That's really what sucks, because then we wouldn't have like the bleed in through the microphone and all that. I just can't wear the headphones. They hurt too much, which is unfortunate. I tried using the in-ear ones, and those hurt too. Like, there's nothing I can do. I know, man. I know. I don't know why. It like I wore those headphones for, I don't know, like 9 months, 10 months. I wore them a bunch last year. Never gave me a problem, and then all of a sudden it just started, you know, bothering me. And it's really unfortunate. I can wear them like for a little while. I guess it's just having them on for an extended period of time. For like an hour or so, it's okay. But if I have them on, you know, I don't know. I mean, probably headphones weren't designed to be worn for 12 hours of a day. How you doing, Teak? It's like, it's not just like, if it was a little pain, I would put up with it. It's like excruciating. It's not just like a little bit. It's like insane amounts of pain. And it's like a lasting effect too. Like the pain lasts for days afterwards. Yeah, maybe the pressure that the headphones push down might be a bit too tight. But the funny thing is, you know, these in-ear ones bother me too. These things that go inside your ear, they put pressure on it too. That bothers it too. Apparently they push in, and it's putting pressure on the tendons that go down here and the muscles that go down there, and so that those bother it too. So unless it's like something that just like, yeah, earbuds for too long are a real pain. I could use my like Apple ones, but they don't, like, the audio in those things are just abysmal. Like the in-ear ones, they sound pretty good. The over-ear ones sound fantastic. Apple ones sound horrible. I could put those in and, you know, go that way. They just don't sound very good. So that's just me being snooty, but I could probably use those. I could probably do something with them, but yeah, it's just unfortunate. I do think, yeah, I think it's like they just like push down. May need to give those headphones a good stretch. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, we'll see. But, I mean, that aside, you know, this game's been okay. It's not the greatest. This feels like a more basic version of the Telltale formula. Like, the Telltale formula isn't exactly, like, extensive or intricate or anything like that. And you wouldn't think that they could pare it down anymore, but apparently they found a way to do it in this one. So instead of, like, walking around and stuff like that, you just move the camera back and forth. I don't think so. I think that the Walking Dead one came first. We can find out. So I believe this one came out in 2011. Let's see when the Walking Dead Telltale. Let's see when that came out. Because if I don't do that... The Walking Dead video game. Let's see here. This came out in 2012. Well, then... Yeah, I thought the Walking Dead one came out afterwards, so... Yeah, I guess they were still refining their formula then. So then I guess you could say that you can tell that this is a like earlier, but you can like the Sam and Max ones came out before this too, and the Monkey Island one, and you could walk around in those. Maybe, but the Sam and Max ones weren't as basic as this. Neither was the Monkey Island one. This one just feels a lot more basic than the others. But, I mean, maybe I'm misremembering things. I seem to recall them being like that, but maybe I don't remember it all that well. I never played any of the Strong Bad ones, which I think came before this as well. So I don't really know, but yeah, it definitely feels like a more pared down formula. So yeah, maybe once The Walking Dead hit, they put more effort into that one. I mean, it's not like this is bad, don't get me wrong. I'm just kind of surprised that it's a little bit more basic is all. There's a lot more interactions and walking around and stuff. It just feels like a little bit better than just like scrolling the camera. It's not terrible, and this one's also a lot more actiony. The other ones have like some small sequences here and there where you do some quick time events, but it's not like the entirety of the game. This game is like entirely just like you have a little bit of talking and investigating, and then you've got your action sequences. There's nothing wrong with that. It makes sense given the circumstances of the game. It's just different. It's just different. I don't mind it. It's fun. It's good. Let's start up chapter 4. How was your when's today? Wednesday? How was your Wednesday, T? Let's load it up. I wonder if it kept my audio settings or if it reset those. Can we look first? Yeah, before it starts up, let's check and see if it carried it over. It did. Okay. Cool. Resume. So I'm assuming there's 5 chapters. I didn't really look. I like their presentation.
Shut up! Tell us, Doctor, what's out there? What did this to him?
They're called Trodon, Pectinodon. They were meant to be euthanized. But
What? You let them out?
no. I kept them in quarantine for study. I thought they may have been leaving the pen somehow, but I wasn't certain.
We were about those damn creatures all along. While we were out there, exposed, humping around like idiots looking for our pilot.
Billy, wait.
We were nearly killed by one of our own men. Probably bitten by one of those things just like Decaf. Who knows where his catatonic body is now? Both our teams are dead. Oscar's dead. All because of your dinosaurs. All because of you.
Oscar? Those things.
Oscar doesn't want this. He died helping us all survive. He wouldn't want her dead.
Had he known, though. Anyway, this witch is a liar. She's lied to all of us. Put me in the direct line of danger to protect her agenda and her precious freak show. What else is she hiding?
Please, if I knew sooner,
Ah, shut it.
Help? Nima? Put you in danger. Lied to all of us. Jerry?
What kind of soldier are you? You think about only the danger that you deal with, but we are all in this together.
We can be in this without her endangering our every move. What is all this? She's a liar. How can you deny that?
I mean, she lied to all of us.
How did she lie? Because she wouldn't tell us information without knowing the facts?
She could have speculated.
no. Speculating could have led us into even more danger.
Oh, so what? I'm the enemy? I'm the bad guy here? I'm just trying to open your eyes. I'm trying to show you the truth and bring someone to account for it.
I love that line of logic. I'm just trying to open your eyes, man.
Just it, Billy. She's not the one responsible. This falls on the shoulders of Hammond and InGen, and now we're all suffering for it.
Still.
Billy, let her go. We need every able mind and body we can get.
All she has to say is it's my fault. It's my fault. Come on, Doc, let me hear it.
No, it wasn't.
Say it!
It's my fault.
There. Was it so difficult, was it? Your friends may have saved you here. At least I got the truth out of you. You want her alive? You got it.
I wonder if he really would have killed her.
She will save just one of those animals before she lifts a finger to help you. Now, everyone make themselves useful. I've got to tend to decaf.
Look, we can't stay here long. Let's just give Billy a minute and see if we can find anything useful. A way out, even.
Okay, we'll do a sweep of the room and check in when we're done. Agreed?
I wonder how much is like scripted and how much is kind of like free, you know? Dude, are we gonna like MacGyver our way out? I saw a shovel and a gas canister.
I hate being trapped on here like a rat. Jerry, we should get moving.
Yeah, are you ready?
On second thought.
Well, I guess we can give Yoda a few more minutes. Jess, stay close to me, okay? I'll keep you safe. Dad?
That's a good idea, hon.
Oh.
I don't see anything. Maybe it's clear. I think they're empty. They're still heavy, though. Huele a excremento.
It's a poop shovel. The poop shovel could be helpful. Don't discount the poop shovel. Like, shouldn't you have weapons?
Locked.
Like, there's raptors. You take pipes and shovels and dildos.
This might come in handy.
Flares.
I don't want to get stuck in a vent with a dinosaur. Besides, there's blood everywhere. Ow! Hot!
Nice. Putting hands on water heaters.
What about this grate? It looks big enough for everyone.
And it looks like it's heading in the right direction.
Let's talk to Yoder.
Are you okay?
Jess, hon, leave him alone.
You might want to talk to the kid. This totally isn't fair.
So if this whole trip was like set up to scare me away from shoplifting, mission accomplished.
Yeah, no shoplifting. What about eggs?
I don't understand. I thought the dinosaurs couldn't breed.
They can't. They're all female.
Then how do they lay eggs?
Theropods shed eggs just like most other egg-laying animals. Think about chickens. The whole egg market is made up of unfertilized eggs, right?
Oh, yeah. So they still have to lay them?
Oh my.
What is it?
You bring up a good point about our dinosaurs ovulating, but these eggs are gathered in a clutch. This is brooding behavior.
So, chickens will brood a large enough clutch?
But not our dinosaurs. I've found post-ovulatory eggs in the ranges. They're mal-shaped, usually destroyed or kicked into the bush.
I see. Wait, we can't jump to any conclusions. How could this even be possible?
Could a girl dino turn into a boy dino?
With Dr. Wu's slapdash approach to gene sequencing, anything could go wrong.
Oh, that Dr. Wu.
Could I pick this lock? Not that I would know how, but I don't want to add breaking an entry onto my dad's list of my criminal tendencies.
It said lockers. I didn't assume lockers meant the lock on the vent.
This tunnel looks tall enough for everyone. Maybe we should go this way.
Jess, stand back from the grate. You don't know what's down there.
I'm just trying to help.
I know, Jess. I just can't keep my attention on everything at hand, plus you.
Sorry to be such a burden.
Yeah. She is a burden. I don't like the...
We should cover decaf. I don't want Jess to see this.
Yeah.
Cover them with what, though?
Just great. It's locked. Anyone happen to have a key?
Okay, so the left button doesn't do anything. Sometimes you can check. So if the dialogue box, which is right trigger, isn't there, it'll show you options for... That says LT, but LT doesn't do anything. But sometimes it'll show you options for the D-pad. I hit the Y button.
Don't even think about it. Your dad would have a fit.
Yeah. Jeez. This whole world's against us.
What? How did that even happen? There's like off-screen prompts. I hit the Y button just because I was like, let's see what the other buttons do. So the face buttons generally are something in the environment that you can interact with. So I'm assuming that's why that happened, but that was wild. Okay, not with our buddy there.
Leave the door alone. We're not going back out that way.
Why not?
What's up, Sean?
Because we aren't backtracking, and those damn creatures could still be out there.
Just fighting the next boss in Stellar Blade. Nice. How you liking it, man? A Troodon bit you?
Nima, what can you remember about that animal that bit you?
I didn't see it when it attacked. It went by so fast. It was dark. After it bit me, I became confused, like I'd been drugged. I remember there were many of them. They had glowing eyes.
Glowing eyes?
Yeah, like ojos del lobo.
Crazy eyes. It's a challenge. Nice. Like a good challenge. Do you feel like it's fair? Trudon behavior.
These Trodon, what else can you tell me about them?
Well, they're nocturnal. They're intelligent like raptors, but they don't hunt like them. They envenomate with a single bite, then back off. Stalk their prey. Their teeth are serrated and retain saliva, and the saliva is saturated with a toxin.
Neema's bite. It was from a Trodon?
Yes, definitely.
Interesting. Good fair Soulsborne challenge. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Jess, stay away from the vents. No more sneaking off, understand?
I'm not going anywhere, Dad.
Alright, there's the we should go. We can't open up the vent. It doesn't look like there's anything else I can do here. We did get the flare, though.
Could I pick this lock? Not that I would know how, but I don't want to add breaking and entry onto my dad's list of my criminal tendencies.
So... I guess we're done here?
Maybe we should get going.
Are you sure?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, if you're ready, Billy.
Is that a grenade?
Billy, did you find something?
No, nothing. Is everyone ready?
What about Decaf?
I took care of that.
It looked like you took something off him. And if he has something that will help us...
I didn't find anything. I took his dog tags. Insurance doesn't pay out to his family unless his dog tags are returned. Satisfied?
Right. Sorry for pushing. Should we bring him with us?
Why bother? He's already buried. Look, I know where his body is. We're not equipped to transport it. Hopefully, we can retrieve his remains when this is all over. All right, listen up. Everything that just happened, bygones, understand? Doc, tell me again about the phones.
According to the terminal in my lab, the marine exhibit phones are still connected to the transceiver. The visitor center phones
Too
are...
far away, okay? And we can get to the exhibit through the tunnels?
They're all interconnected. I think I can still
The
find...
answer is yes. Thank you. All right, we'll have the same priorities here now. We get to this marine exhibit and find the phone. We get another chopper in the air to lift us out from there.
How are we gonna get there? Trodon could still be out there.
We aren't equipped to treat any more bites. We have to... Shh. I will not be shushed.
The door.
Oh no.
You can jam the door with the poop shovel.
They're coming through the vent.
Oh! Yeah, get it with the poop shovel. So these are different dinosaurs than we've dealt with before. The Trodon.
Past the door.
More vents. Oh. Whoops.
Jerry, get that grate open!
I thought the bee was like an optional footstep. I thought it was a choice.
I need something to break the lock.
We'll find that something!
The air tank! What? Use the air tank! It's heavy and sturdy!
Easy here.
Up there!
What about him?
Oh, throw me one!
Heads up.
Nice.
Got it. Let's go.
It's too adorable to be dangerous. They do look kind of cute, but they have very sharp teeth. Kind of like an ostrich. But, you know, ostriches don't have teeth. This theme is hot. I would have one for a pet. As long as it didn't, you know, plant eggs inside my abdomen. As they are wont to do.
Which way, Laura?
I don't know where we are anymore. We need to head towards the north. Staff Village is inland. That's the wrong way. The desalination plant. That's where the marine
Come on,
exhibit
people,
is.
they're still after us.
Follow the red conduit.
It's a junction box. Which lines go towards...
Keep moving. Don't look back, you know, it slows you down.
Look, a breakout box.
Can't
Keep
stop.
after
They're
the
right
red
in our
conduit.
tail.
What? Oh no.
Where are we?
We must have taken a wrong turn.
Well, what the hell was I supposed to know? It's kind of weird that these things seem super intent on eating your people like it's just an animal. It's not like it's got a grudge. Apparently they have grudges. I don't know what I was supposed to make of the light thing up there. Obviously that was supposed to be a hint, but I don't know what I was looking for.
A breakout box. Keep after the red conduit.
The red conduit. Oh, I can't see the colors.
The conduit's gone.
Don't stop.
Wait, those are water mains.
Go, follow them.
Yeah, well, I mean, we already got the wrong one, so.
Which way, Laura?
I don't know, Jerry. We must be 40 feet underground. I have no idea where we are.
But we can't just sit around with our thumbs up our butts.
I don't hear them anymore. Their behavior seemed territorial. Maybe we're far enough away from the nest that they gave up on us.
We might have outpaced them, but we're not exactly in a secure location. Which way are we heading, Doc?
Look over here. Can you read these?
Maybe. If I can find... Yes, okay. We're at a 4-way intersection. There are only 4 such intersections on the plan. Let me just cross-reference these detail labels. Okay, we just have to figure out which intersection we're at. Look around the corridors for any distinguishing features. I'll see if I can eliminate possibilities.
What's up, Baxman? What's up, Spiteful Frog? How you guys doing?
Help with the plans. They look pretty simple.
They were red and green pipes. Oh. Just, I think it was because it was dark. I was having a hard time seeing. What'd you miss? Everything? Literally everything? Everything. There's a movie, Orca 2, where an orca follows a family on a boat all the way back home, attacking them. They made a sequel to Orca. I think I did miss it all. You did. You did. You did. You missed a lot. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't know that there was a sequel to Orca. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised that they made a sequel to Orca. I had no idea. I had no idea. I can read this.
These symbols are access ladders. These thick lines represent large pipes. The circles are water tanks. And these boxes with the crosses in them are power relays or transformers.
Does it help any?
Not on its own, but I can tell that the different intersections seem to have some small inconsistencies in layout. Look down the corridors. I need to know what you see. Describe it in as much detail as you can.
Orcas do hold grudges? They can. You're just thinking, oh right, this isn't zombies, it's dinosaurs. Thank you. You know what to call a deer with no eyes? Blind. No idea. Got it. I'll remember that for the future. Oh, we have to...
There's a big yellow pipe that goes down the left wall and into the floor. There's a big yellow pipe that goes down the left wall and into the floor. There's a set of water tanks partway down the corridor on the right. This tunnel only goes down a few dozen yards to a dead end. I see one ladder at the end of the hallway.
Oh, that was cool.
There's a set of water tanks partway down the corridor on the right. This tunnel only goes down a few dozen yards to a dead end. I see one ladder at the end of the hallway. There's a big yellow pipe that goes down the left wall and into the floor.
Hey, Chica, we still cool?
Why don't you come over here and find out, Yoder?
Yeah, I know that trick.
So is you gonna do it?
What should I be looking for, Doc?
Large pipes, electrical boxes, tanks, ladders. Oh, even the direction of the corridor helps. Just keep looking.
That's like the one Eric Sermon tells on ESP. What do you call a Japanese man in sandals? No sake. I know it's dry. It was a whoosh for me. It was a whoosh for me too.
There's a ladder on the right, and on the far wall at the end. There's a ladder on the right, and on the far wall at the end.
The green-eyed bandit.
I see some sort of water tanks at the end of the hall. It looks like the corridor ends in a T intersection. There's a big yellow pipe going down the left wall. It crosses over the ceiling partway down the corridor. Jess, where are you?
I'm at the workbench.
Oh, sorry. It's so dark. Just don't wander off, okay?
Wander off into the dinosaur-infested pitch-black tunnels? I think I can resist that temptation.
What kind of features am I looking for?
Large pipes, electrical boxes, tanks, ladders. Oh, even the direction of the corridor helps. Just keep looking.
They don't do skits anymore? Thank God.
There are these two big electrical boxes of some kind on the right. The tunnel goes straight and then turns to the right. I see two ladders along the left of the tunnel.
Yeah, it is more about singles than albums.
Big yellow pipe that goes down a bit on the left and then crosses over to the other side. This is no good. If I were up above the ground, I could tell you where we were.
If we can figure out where we are, we can get to practically any part of the park from these tunnels. They're all interconnected.
Dr. Sorkin, what exactly should I be looking for?
Large pipes, electrical boxes, tanks, ladders. Oh, even the direction of the corridor helps. Just keep looking.
No idea what I'm looking at. Like, how do I know which one's the exit to the water place? The Goat's Tricks of the Shade is a series of skits tying the whole album. I mean, maybe. Go with the flow. Trying. But, like, what's the indicator here that says it's the right one? Like, I don't understand. Like, I get that we're looking for certain things, but...
Okay, these symbols are access ladders. These thick lines represent large pipes. The circles are water tanks. And these boxes with the crosses in them are power relays or transformers.
Does it help any?
Not on its own, but I can tell that the different intersections seem to have some small inconsistencies in layout.
But what does any of that mean? Like, what am I... Like, I can identify all those things based on what people said, but... What are we trying to do with it?
Look down the corridors. I need to know what you see. Describe it in as much detail as you can.
Let's go one by one, then. Alright,
There's a set of water tanks partway down the corridor on the right.
Water tanks on the right. Pipe on the left.
There's a big yellow pipe that goes down the left wall and into the floor. This tunnel only goes down a few dozen yards to a dead end. I see one ladder at the end of the hallway.
Okay. So... We're trying to decide what we're on. So he said there's water tanks on the right side. Which ones are the water tanks? it dead ends, right? So we're trying to figure out which one of these 4 ones. Okay, I got it. We're trying to figure out which of these 4 we have. So dead ends, water tank. Yeah, so we're just looking for which one. I don't remember what he said. Water tank's on the right, right? Water tank's on the right. Well, 3 of them have water tanks on the right. All 4 of them have a pipe on the left. They all dead end with a ladder. Yeah, they all dead end with a ladder, and 3 of them have water tanks. But it depends, like, how far. The water tank is closer than further away, so maybe X. X, the water tank is closer. Here, let's look at them again. It's piped and water.
Water tanks partway down the corridor on the right.
Partway down the corridor.
This tunnel only goes down a few dozen yards to a dead end. I see 1 ladder at the end of the hallway. There's a set of water tanks partway down the corridor on the right.
Set of water tanks partway down the corridor on the right. He didn't say all the way down, so partway down would be X, right? It's not all the way at the end, which the other 3 are. Like, B, it can't be, because the water tanks aren't on the right. A, the water tanks are really far, same with Y, so it seems like it's X. It seems like it's X. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next group, but it seems like we're at X. I think we confirmed it, but let's make sure. Let's try her.
There are these 2 big electrical boxes of some kind on the right.
Electrical boxes on the right. Okay, so... hers would be to the left. It'd be the top one. And so it can't be A, right? Because there are no electrical boxes on the right. So that would be B, Y, or X. And they all have electrical boxes on the right. It's looking like it's X. Let's talk. There's 2 ladders. Well, I guess that's regardless. But let's
There's a big yellow pipe that goes down a bit on the left and then crosses over to the other side.
Bit on the left crosses over to the other side. Right? So we see that.
I see 2 ladders along the left of the tunnel.
2 ladders. They all have 2 ladders. Oops. I don't know what I did.
What do you think, Jess? Probably not this one?
Yeah, I don't think so.
What? I didn't know what I was doing. That was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. Her arm's in the way of me seeing the thing down there.
Straight and then turns to the right.
Okay, so we know which tunnel she's talking about. Let's see her dad.
There's a big yellow pipe going down the left wall. It crosses over the ceiling partway down the corridor.
So that would be consistent with what we have on X. There's a ladder on the right and a ladder at the end. Yeah, ladder on the right, ladder at the end. It's gotta be X.
It could be here.
I guess they all kind of look the same.
I'm just gonna cross this one off.
Okay, I hope you're right.
I don't don't think it's this one.
How can you keep them all straight?
Okay, everyone, I think I've got it.
Are you sure?
Yep. No way I'm wrong.
I'm positive. We must be here. It's the only one that completely matches our surroundings.
I think we
Okay.
got it off the jump of one of them anyways.
The desalination plant is here.
We just needed Yoder's description. What's up, Smoke?
We follow this route here. We follow any water mains at junctions in the direction of convergence. Even still, there's barely any turns. Look, just memorize this.
Way to go,
route.
Sean. You gaming over there.
What is it?
We got more than. Ooh, that's a lot. They are really cute, though. Uh-oh. That's the Game of Thrones cup? Coffee cup?
Get behind me.
Okay. They really don't like that flare, do they?
Jesse!
Jerry, come on!
Okay, that one was pretty easy. Normally I mess those up.
Oh God, Jess! Oh, what have I done? I just left her down there. I have to go find her.
What? Back down there? With those monsters? No, Jerry. She needs you safe. Jess is a strong and resourceful girl. She's doing like we are doing. Surviving.
You can't know that. I won't leave her to those animals.
Jerry, look at me. If we go back down there, we won't make it to the bottom of that ladder. The others escaped down the tunnel we were gonna follow. We know where they're going.
The marine exhibit. That's where Laura would take her.
And Yoder is with them.
Oh God.
If we're going to join them again, that is where we have to go. The quickest way we can.
You're right. We should be able to make better time over land.
Can you get us there?
North, right?
It must be to the north, near the outlet of the river.
A big river? With many falls?
Yeah, the big river.
Okay, good. That's something. Let me get my bearings, and we'll figure out how to get there. Por el amor de Dios.
Do you know where we are?
Let me think. It's been so long. This is my first time back on the island in nearly 12 years. Ingen has changed it so much.
You and Ingen? You and the island? You took time to practice your parry and your dodge? Nice, dude. That's usually how it goes, man.
Nima, this island. There's more to it, isn't there? To you, I mean.
Yes, it is very dear to me.
Tell me.
I grew up here, you know, below those trees. My people were fishermen. We would make our homes near the water during the fishing season. I loved the water. I would swim in the ocean. So far. That's why my father called me Nima. I could go anywhere. Run in the jungle, climb the trees. These monsters. There was never anything like them on this island before. It was all very peaceful before Ingen bought the island from Costa Rica.
What does your name mean?
It means little fish. You know, like the ones that have so many colors.
I see now. You and your family used to live on this island?
My family, everyone, my whole tribe. This had been our home for thousands of years. The island is so different now. I know the island. It's part of me. But when Injun came to the island, important men from Costa Rica came and asked my father to go back with them. They wanted my father to make a good impression, so that Costa Rica could ask Injun for a good deal of money for our island. When he was in Costa Rica, he was asked to cut his hair and wear a suit, so that he wouldn't seem simple to the Injun people. I felt as I feel now. My father was different. I knew him, but some part of him had been lost.
I'm sure it was a very difficult time for your father.
I know he wanted what was best for our people. He was too trusting. They took advantage of him.
He sounds like a brave man. Were you too close?
When we were on the island, yes. We were always together. My father was an awa, a spiritual healer. He sang for Sibo, who created the earth. He was very important to our tribe. But after we left the island, he would not keep up the old traditions. He was always unhappy.
What is Sibo?
That mountain there. It is like a house, my father said. My people believe that the animals of the world built it. Before Injun. And my father and I would go to the ocean to fish. When I would swim in the ocean, my father would say, Nima! Little fish! Little fish, do not swim so far. I cannot catch you so far out. When Injun came to move us to Costa Rica, I became very angry with my father. Whatever he would tell me to do, I would refuse. But he would never be angry with me. He would say that I am a fish who would never eat the fisher's bait. He was right. To me, everything had a string attached.
You remind me of Jess. I mean, that's how it used to be with us before the divorce. I'd take her to the museums or to the zoo. She'd always climb up onto things, you know, such a climber. She can't not climb over things, into things. Climbed into a tiger pen once. With a live tiger.
But not anymore.
No, things haven't been the same since the divorce.
He would always remind me of my stubbornness. I believe that's how I must always be. You know, no ties, no temptation. But then I had Atlanta, my Mariquita. She is almost of an age where she will outgrow my protection. Young girls on the streets in my neighborhood, they get snatched up by local cartels, run drugs, or worse, some just disappear. Now there is no choice. Everything I do for her. Now I am the fisher, and at the same time, I have come to a way in my life where I must always chase the bait.
You named your daughter Atlanta?
Yes, it's a beautiful name. I named her after the city. That's where I will take her after this job.
That's a good, strong name. And a good city.
I want for Atlanta to be free. I want for her to have opportunities that I didn't have. I just hope I can be there for her the way my father was there for me. She can be stubborn like her mother used to be and refuse the fisher's bait. I think I know now it's a good way to be. I think that my father believed that too.
Jess changed my life too. She was my second wife, second daughter. Apparently I'm the genetic carrier of rebellion because both my daughters got it. I worked so hard to protect Jess and keep her out of trouble.
What about you? Did you turn out so good because your parents kept you out of trouble?
Me? I was a little hellion myself. Uncontrollable. It's in my genes. Oh, now you know this is different. Still, one thing Jess really hasn't had in her life is a present father figure. Well, you've turned into quite the capable woman. Your father must be very proud of you.
Thank you, Jerry. I should have realized that sooner, though.
I'm sure he knew.
No, she spoke both English and Spanish.
What is it?
Help me, I'll help you. Sorry about the island.
I'm sorry about what InGen has done to your island. This isn't the way things should have been done.
I don't blame you, Jerry. You're a good person. I see that.
But I take my pay from InGen. I owe you something.
All right, Jerry. Enough talk.
You know where we are?
I have a good idea. It's a difficult hike. Do you feel rested?
Hungry. A little thirsty, but I just want to get to Jess.
Good.
When she was sick, she was mainly speaking Spanish, but when she's been healthy, all of us just speak English, so she did too.
Hello? That was actually the call of a whooping swan. Dinosaurs shared many features with modern-day birds. For instance, we now know that many theropod dinosaurs from the Jurassic period's vocal organs are just like modern birds. We are arriving at the fourth of 7 lookouts along the tour. Your Jurassic Park tour vehicle will stop for 5 minutes to let you stretch your legs and take photographs of our animals. Next stop, the Jurassic Park Marine Facility and Aquarium.
Oh. Well, good for them. I mean, it kind of makes sense. She switches back forth between Spanish and English. Right?
Would you look at this?
What are they?
They look like feeder tanks. This could be a hatchery.
A hatcher what?
They're raising these fish to feed another animal, like at Marine World.
Like the killer whales?
Precisely.
Look, there's a sign over there. It looks like a schedule or something.
This is a hatchery. That's the stocking schedule for the tanks.
Some tells me these fish aren't for feeding whales, huh, Doc? Hold up. I hear something. All clear.
Dad!
Jess! Oh, thank God.
Hey.
Are you okay? Are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Just, can we go home now?
I'm so glad you two are safe, Jerry. How did you manage to get here?
We climbed out of the tunnels through a service hatch near one of the tour routes. Luckily, someone left the tour program running. Thanks.
You mean...
Dr. Sorkin, the phones are not working.
I'm sorry?
There is no dial tone. You said the phones would be working here.
That's odd. My control terminal showed that the main lines here were active. Unless... Of course. Everything is controlled by the computer systems, even the phones. If the power outage outlasted the battery backups, then the system is probably just waiting to be booted up.
Get us to the phones, Doc. We don't have a lot of time.
Mr. Yoder, I refuse to be pushed around by you any longer.
Look, this isn't a day trip. If we don't contact InGen and get another helicopter out here for you all, the next flight over the island is gonna be a wing of B-52s carrying holy hellfire.
What?
That's right, Doc. We're gonna murder all your precious little pets and sink this island into the Pacific.
Dios mío. That's what you meant by ground zero?
Yeah, that's right.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? This is my home!
What do you mean you're home? I didn't tell you earlier because I thought we'd be off the island by now.
This island is the ancestral home of her people.
Wait. What is Dr. Sorkin doing?
Laura?
Oh!
Where is she going?
I don't know. This rotunda. It's where the control room is. She's going to the phones without us.
Damn it! Get that elevator back up here!
Blocks the elevator.
Oh,
With a bobby
there's
pin.
Progress in construction here. Paleozoic, huh? Well, most of the specimens here aren't really from the Jurassic period anyway.
Jurassic, Triassic. I like that he said that.
What is that supposed to be?
I don't know. Looks like a mosasaur.
Mosa what? It looks kind of scary.
Well, it's sort of a sea lizard of sorts. You think of a big moray eel with a crocodile head.
Croco eel? Great. Sounds charming.
Don't worry, there are no sea creatures on my list of park animals.
I would like to meet one of those. This is awesome. I didn't know they had a marine park at Jurassic Park. This is great.
Ah, Paleozoic. From oldest to newest. Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian.
Show you my Permian.
Paleozoic, Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian.
Those the same buttons?
Interesting concept. Living fossils.
Oh.
I guess you can't expect a mosquito to feed on fish swimming hundreds of meters under the sea.
What up, Rudy?
The pool's cool. Were these creatures all cloned like the dinosaurs?
No, these aren't actually extinct animals, Jess. They live in the oceans today. They're called living fossils because they haven't evolved much from the ancient fossil forms discovered by paleontologists.
Oh, is that a horseshoe crab?
Could be. To be honest, I don't really know all that much about sea fauna.
Yeah, it's a horseshoe crab. Fauna is a funny word, though, for real. You know what's crazy? A T-Rex is closer in time to a cell phone than it is to a Stegosaurus. That's crazy. So T-Rexes never fought Stegosaurus? Damn. This is why we have to bring dinosaurs back, so we know who would win in a fight between a Stegosaurus and a T-Rex. Because if they didn't live at the same time and they didn't fight each other, then how do we know? How do we know the answer? Dinosaurs are awesome, man. Fossils are cool. I think it's crazy how you can learn so much from, you know, bones. Fossilized bones is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I think the more crazy thing that a lot of people don't realize is that, like, there has been an obscene amount of life on this planet, and the only thing we know about the past is through the fossil record. But fossils take very specific conditions. So places like well-forested areas, you're not going to get a lot of fossils from those things. So there's so many animals and creatures of the past that we'll just never know existed because there's no fossil record of them. We have like a small portion, such a small portion of animals that have been fossilized. I mean, I don't know how many. Well, I don't think we could ever take a guess at it, but it is just like a minuscule portion of the life that's existed on the planet. So there were probably like some crazy ass creatures that existed we'll just never know about. You know, it's like, well, we've got stories of unicorns, you know, which are probably rhinoceros or something like that. But, you know, it's just interesting. It's interesting. It's cool. Like stories of Cyclops, they assume are from elephant mastodon skeleton remains, which is really cool, because if you see one of those, it looks like there's just a giant hole right in the front where their trunk would be, and they've got those giant tusks, and a lot of Cyclops have like big tusks and, you know, one big eye right in the head. So they assume that it was like this giant, you know, one-eyed creature. It's kind of cool. It's kind of funny. I mean, that doesn't really have much to do with anything here or there, but, you know, fossils are the reasons why we think about like dragons and shit like that. It's cool. It's cool. I think it's fascinating. There's so much about them that we'll just never know. So, yeah, I mean, it's cool to learn about. It's definitely cool to learn about. The fact that we've, like, changed our thoughts on what we think dinosaurs were like because of, like, small impressions that we've gotten off of some dinosaurs where, like, we thought, you know, in Jurassic Park, they were just coming into the theory that dinosaurs were feathered. But because dinosaurs had never been represented like that, they chose to make them look more lizard-like than more kind of like bird-like. Which was, you know, kind of a cool choice. Because that's always how we've seen them represented, and they assume, you know, they were like more colorful and feathered and all that, and it's just fascinating. Yeah. Fossils are cool, man. History is cool. History's definitely cool.
How you holding up, Jess?
I can't stop shaking. I'd literally rather be back in jail for shoplifting. I'm just so tired of running, Dad.
I know, me too. But we're safe for now.
Yeah, this is stressful, yo. This is big stressful. What about you guys? You guys fucks with fossils? We've got, in DC, we've got the, Natural History Museum. And it's pretty cool. I loved going there as a kid. They just had, like, I just wanted to go see the dinosaurs. They had one actual fossil out that you could, like, walk up and touch. Like, it was an actual fossil. Everything else is just replicas. So normally when you go to a museum, the skeleton remains. Generally speaking, there aren't that many complete skeletons. So they kind of have to, like, combine things together and guess at some things. So a lot of the skeletons and stuff of dinosaurs you see in museums are just replicas, which is still cool. It's a replica of, like, it, you know, what their, you know, skeletal structure did look like. But man, it was so cool going in there and seeing, like, you know, they had brontosaurus and a triceratops and a stegosaurus and shit like that. Man, that shit was so cool. You did like that retcon from Jurassic World movies, that they knew they weren't really making dinosaurs, but instead making what people thought of dinosaurs? Yeah. I did like that too. It was a nice little addition to it. An admittance.
How did you two get here so fast?
A tour vehicle picked us up.
Great. Here I was running for my life in those tunnels, and you two are on a date.
A date? Give me a break.
Yeah, give me a break. Like a Kit Kat bar.
Why do you have an aquarium here? Can you even clone an ancient fish?
Not as far as I know. I don't know of any amphibious mosquitoes.
Huh?
Well, you remember how the tour explained that we get our dino DNA from fossilized mosquitoes, right? Mosquitoes can't exactly bite an animal that spends its life underwater.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
What if at the end of the game they were just like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? I would totally go to Jurassic Park for a Klondike bar.
Dad, I'm so sorry I caused all this trouble.
Hey, this isn't your fault.
It is! With the smoking, the dinosaurs, the stealing, my grades, I don't mean to be such a screw-up all the time.
Look, Jess, I know I can come down on you hard sometimes. I feel like I have to cram months of being a dad into the few short days I get with you. But you're an amazing young woman. I'm proud of you, and I don't want you to have to make the same mistakes I've made.
But, like, I want my Klondike bar when I get to Jurassic Park, not afterwards, cause if I don't live, I still want to be able to enjoy my Klondike bar, you know?
I don't want to do this anymore, Dad. Can't we just wait here for another rescue?
That's what we're gonna do. But first we have to call for that other rescue.
What if it goes just as bad as the first one?
Hey, look at me. We'll get through this. What do I always say about the glass of water being half full or half empty, huh?
Hey, I ordered a beer.
That's my girl.
What? Hey, I ordered a beer.
I'll be by the elevator, alright?
Okay, Dad.
Great. Where would the training manual be?
I want to talk to Yoder.
Information. Sure could use some now. Huh. Very clever. Looks like they're using numbers from the dates of the Paleozoic era as daily key codes. Okay. So the plaque for the Paleozoic era preceded the oldest period at the display. Maybe the sequence doesn't start at the beginning of the week. Today is Saturday. I need Friday's code.
Oh, I have to do science? I gotta do math?
Billy? You wouldn't happen to know the order of the Paleozoic periods, would you?
Oh, sure, Jerry. First, second, third, overtime, and penalty shootout.
Oh, yeah. Good. I get it.
Just hurry up.
Dude, he was talking about hockey. I like hockey.
Oh, good. Instructions. Insert operator's key into key slot. Okay. Etc., etc. Code expires in 24 hours. Morning operations reset procedure. Turn key counterclockwise to input notch and hold for 3 seconds. Keypad will reset and beep 3 times. Turn key clockwise to reset. Enter previous code, then new code. Huh, that's easy enough.
What now? It said talk. Let's see here.
Is everything all right between you two?
Mind your own business and get the elevator running.
I wasn't talking to you.
No more fighting. Things are bad enough as they are.
They should kiss.
I need to get the elevator running.
Kissy, kissy. Code not working? See manual at the info desk. They showed us the Paleozoic era, right? Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian. What now? Up.
I'll be over by the info desk, okay?
Yeah, Dad.
Ordovician.
There's enough here for me to deduce the order, if I can just recall the order of the display.
Cambrian, Ordovician.
Oh, what is that mnemonic? Camels often sit down carefully. Perhaps they're...
Carboniferous. What's after Carboniferous?
Paleozoic, Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian.
Permian.
I'll be over by the info desk, okay?
Yeah, Dad.
Looks like it wraps around, so Permian.
Permian. Sounds right.
Choose Permian.
Okay, best guess.
It's a great guess.
This is my best guess. I'll try it at the elevator.
9251. 9251.
Turn key to input, hold for 3 seconds, turn to reset, then enter old code followed by a new code. Input, hold, reset, code.
Old code, then new code. So go to input, hold for 3 seconds. I want to jot down the code numbers. I don't know if I actually have to memorize them or not, but we'll do it. Oh, hey, look. So my Final Fantasy materia. No, what are you doing? Stop. No, like, select all. There we go. Select all. Delete. Gone forever. Okay.
This is my best guess. I'll try it at the elevator.
9229. 9229. Oh, Friday. They said today was Friday, right? So then we need Thursday.
This is my best guess. I'll try it at the elevator.
I can't read that one. I literally can't read that one.
This is my best guess. I'll try it at the elevator.
9251. I can't read the Paleozoic one. But wouldn't that be it? He said we need Friday.
This is my best guess. I'll try it at the elevator.
2251?
This is my best guess. I'll try it at the elevator.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna get up. Why they make that so hard to read?
This is my best guess. I'll try it at the elevator.
Yeah, it looks like 2251. Looks like 2251. 2251. 2251. 9251. I think. So input old one. So go to input. What?
Nine, 2, 5, 1. All right. New code.
Oh.
Let's keep it simple.
Oh. Oh. I thought it was gonna be more in depth than that. Definitely overthought it.
Hey, don't open that. Are you crazy? Someone will see.
Relax.
See what?
Damn it, you careless idiot.
What was that thing? Some kind of spy gear?
Yeah, that's right. Top secret. In fact, if you tell anyone about it, I'll have to kill you.
You won't lay a finger on her.
I was just kidding around.
Everyone, I got the elevator working.
About time.
What's going on here?
Nothing. We're all cool. Jeez, get over it. Let's go. We don't got all day.
Yeah, I definitely overthought that.
Dad, my ears.
Attention,
What's
yes.
going on?
The Lagoon Rotunda and Spectacular is housed in a pressurized underwater environment. We suggest you pinch your nose and push your breath to equalize your ears while we descend. If you experience any lasting discomfort or feel unusually giddy, let your attendant know immediately.
Giddy?
They're talking about nitrogen narcosis. It's a risk of breathing pressurized air.
What makes you the expert?
I, saw it in a movie. Is that where we're going?
I think so.
Dude, this is cool. I love underwater. What was that movie? The Meg? You think we're gonna see The Meg?
I wasn't expecting any of this.
This is so cool.
Do you think Yoder's Jason Statham?
Careful. I'll lead.
He doesn't seem as cool as Jason Statham. He's also not dancing in his underwear.
Look at that.
I want to speak with Hammond. No, this can't wait. Can you connect me to Mr. McGuire? Or no, Peter Ludlow? Please hurry.
Dude, does she know she's on the intercom?
Look, this is Dr. Laura
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
I am still on the premises. Get me somebody. Mr. Parker, I do not need rescuing. I do
Mark
not want
McGuire?
bombing.
You
Wait,
want to see me hit some dingers? Do you want to hear about the massive MLB conspiracy? Or do you want to see me hit some dingers?
These animals are not diseased. They are extremely endangered. You're not listening to me.
It's locked from the inside.
Dingers, dingers. I've been watching a few of, like, making my way kind of slowly, watching some episodes every once in a while of, like, the post, like, season, like, 13, 14, which I haven't really seen. There's some good episodes here and there. Most of the episodes boil down to Homer getting in trouble with Marge, Marge getting at him, and Homer making up with her. That's 90% of the episodes. And then you get, like, an episode or two where they'll, like, do, like, the split story where they tell, like, 3 individual stories. And then every once in a while it's, like, a Bart episode or a Lisa episode or a Marge episode. But it's largely just, it becomes the Homer show. They're okay. It's not great. It's nowhere near as good as it, once was. But every once in a while, there's, like, a good episode. Like, genuinely funny.
Hey, Dad, this looks like an intercom up here.
What? Where?
But yeah, nothing touches, like, those classic seasons.
Laura, it's me, Jerry. Laura?
Jerry, I hear you, and I'm glad you're here. This is gonna be a lot easier now.
What have you been doing?
We're gonna stop the bombing, Jerry. This island must be preserved. I have taken the remaining survivors hostage. There are 4 others, 3 Americans and 1 Costa Rican. I won't let them go unless the plans to bomb the island are completely rescinded.
I don't think they care about us. You have no right. Let's go.
How dare you leverage us as pawns? We want off the island. Help us or let us go.
5 people are better than 1. Protesting is a game of measurable attrition.
Protest? My God, this isn't a political maneuver? You're putting us in danger to serve your own agenda? We deserve a chance to survive. Think about Jess, Laura. This isn't something you want on your conscience.
I'm sorry, Jerry. I need you here.
To be fair, though, we're probably safe underwater, right?
Billy, will InGen stop the bombing?
Doubt it. InGen is not the one dropping bombs, it's the US military. And the contingency is based around a biohazard cover story. She may just be delaying the inevitable.
If you don't offer me some sort of guarantee that the island will be preserved, I will have to escalate matters.
It's also just 5 nobodies.
Fine, put the military on the phone.
4.
Hello? Hello? You want to see contamination of the global ecosystem?
Listen to them. Other options. What'd they say?
What are they saying? Are they going to stop the bombs?
Oh. Listen to them. Other options.
Laura, there are other options here. Holding us against our will to save the dinosaurs is only one poorly thought out solution. You're smarter than that, Laura.
I know, Jerry. I know what I'm doing. I clearly expressed the consequences of threatening this island. I scored a line in the sand that has been ignored and trampled over by InGen, by the government, and now I exercise my resolve.
Laura,
I'm going to free the mosasaur.
are you mad? A land dinosaur paddling to the mainland is one thing, but you're talking about releasing an apex predator into over 70% of the global ecosystem
It's only one. It can be recaptured.
before it eats the last of the humpbacks?
Oh, don't be dramatic.
Laura, don't.
She's a mad scientist. Didn't they make Homer more stupid now? No more than he was before.
Plan B.
I mean, everyone kind of gets Flanderized, right? I mean, maybe he's a little more buffoonish, but not much more than what he was prior. You know, Homer starts out as, like, the dad that's, like, trying to do the right thing. He's not exactly stupid, you know, in the first couple of seasons. He just slowly gets dumber and dumber because that's what's funny.
Sorry, Jerry. For the sake of this island and the scientific treasure it holds, I have been forced to take an action.
It's not too late. We can reverse this.
No. I locked the system down. There's nothing you can do. I've opened the gates and the mosasaur is free to leave.
Laura, you have to...
No, Jerry, this isn't up for debate. We have to show InGen.
Look out!
Oh, dude, a shark ate me!
Get out of the water!
Bye, Doc.
Damn it! What were you thinking?
All right, everybody, be cool. And stay away from the window.
Be cool?
That's right. What, you want an I told you so? I don't know about you, but I came here to make a phone call. This is William Yoder, ID 4122. Put me through to Haskell. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The U.S. Embassy. Report as follows. The island is completely overrun. Alpha team killed in action, save one, myself. Bravo team killed in action. 2 helicopters disabled. 2 civilian casualties. I have access to a seaworthy boat and I will evacuate the remaining survivors. Yes, sir. The military may proceed. 90 minutes. Understood, sir.
We on a countdown? I wanted to see the thing jump out of the water and grab her.
Who did you call?
That's far enough.
What?
You're not coming with me. There's going to be a tragic accident, Jerry. Nima, we have everything we need. We're finishing this without them.
What?
No.
What do you mean, no? We've got an agreement, remember?
Agreement doesn't involve killing Jerry and Jess.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, Jerry. I was sent here to retrieve dinosaur embryos from InGen.
I don't understand. You're a corporate spy?
Yes.
Damn it, Nima. I trusted you.
It's not like that. Yoder took the can. He wants it for himself. I'm trying to help you and Jess.
What can?
A can of shaving cream. It has a compartment to smuggle the embryos off the island.
Damn it, Nima. You're blowing it.
No, you are. Oscar put his faith in you. He may have been a devil, but he wore his sins on his arm for everyone to see. You are just a mask with nothing behind it.
Oh.
You can't do this! Don't you care?
Get him, little girl.
Oscar or Decaf?
That's enough. Everyone stay back. I'm gonna give you a sporting chance here.
Billy,
Once
wait.
I let go of the spoon, there ain't no coming back.
Don't do this!
So she pilfered it, right?
Son of a...
Come on, get up!
I don't know that I've ever had cold brew coffee, Smoke. I didn't see any inputs. I saw the LB, but I didn't see what else I was supposed to hit. Oops. You can't fucks with it? I don't know that I've ever had it before. I'm not opposed to trying it. I think sometimes things when served normally hot, sometimes when served cold can be alright. I've had gazpacho before and I thought that would be abysmal. And it was okay. It was better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be, like, awful. And I didn't mind it. I don't know that I would go out of my way to try it again. But, well, okay, I've had it a few times, but I wouldn't go out of my way to have it. So I've never had iced coffee before, at least that I know of. I maybe have, but I don't recall it. I would try it. Now, I like my coffee just black. Like, I don't add anything to it. Sometimes I'll buy some, like, flavored coffees every once in a while, but I'm not a big fan of those. I think I just prefer, like, regular black coffee more than, like, the flavored stuff. But, I wouldn't be opposed to trying it. I just haven't had it before. I've tried one of those, like, oh god, like Starbucks sells those, like, drinks in the cooler section, like Frappuccino thing. Is it something like that? I've had, like, a sip or two of those. They're really sugary. Is that kind of what it is? I think it's called Frappuccino, right? Alright, I gotta... Okay, I did not see the other input last time. I like how... He's fine. Nope, we're dead again. Interesting. I'm not very good at this one. Let's just do the same thing 3 times in a row. I messed that up a lot. Idiot. Pretty much just black coffee, but cold, no sugar. Nice, there's trash in the water. That's how I like it.
Is everyone all right?
You mean, besides being trapped in this bubble by that desgraciado, we're as good as dead?
Don't say that. Somebody might, somebody will come for us.
Oh, Jerry, Yoder left us here. He'll take the boat and not tell anyone about us.
Maybe he won't take the boat.
He has the canister. He knows where the boat is.
He, doesn't have the canister.
What?
I'm sorry. I promise not to steal anymore.
Okay,
But
that one's a freebie.
Jerry, look!
Oh, great. Just great.
why is it flooding?
Must be the damage to the door. We're losing air pressure. This place will flood right up to the highest hole in the room. Damn it! Even if we could open the door against the pressure, the whole rotunda is flooded. There's nowhere to go.
Wait a second. I remember. Maybe there still is a way out. If we swim.
Swim? We won't make it 20 feet with that mosasaur swimming around.
Maybe. Look at that pipeline. It leads out of this lagoon. There are caves at the far end. Those caves connect to others that lead back to the beaches. We use the pipeline as cover.
And you think we can hold our breath the whole way?
Dad, look! There's diving gear.
No. We don't know the first thing about scuba diving.
I do.
What?
We have to distract the mosasaur. Figure something out and meet us back down here.
Scuba diving?
Yeah, it's fine.
Wonder how long it'll take for this room to flood.
Let's not find out, Dad.
10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour.
How are you holding up, Jess?
Okay, I guess. I'd feel a lot better if we weren't trapped in the bottom of the lagoon.
Don't worry. We're going to get out of this.
Well, they haven't spent too long down below, but you do have to, like, come up relatively slowly.
Are you sure about these sea caves?
I used to swim this lagoon as a child. With the air tanks, it'll be easy.
Famous last words.
Pardon?
Nothing.
It's easy. Depends.
Oh, come on. How could this be so complicated? I don't know thing one about diving.
Dad, don't mess with the mixture valve. They're all preset.
Since when do you know about diving?
Remember those lessons you wouldn't let me take?
Did your mother override my decision?
Actually, Steve bought me lessons. It was a secret.
Mom's boyfriend.
Yeah. If it's any constellation, I got grounded and Steve slept on the couch for a week.
Ah, Steve!
Do we need the wetsuits? The water should be warm.
This deep and this time of the day, we would totally go hyperthermic. Don't worry, Dad. Neoprene makes everyone look good.
It's not my modesty I'm worried about.
Ooh, I want to get on some of that neoprene.
I'll be right back. Feeder program.
Oh, yeah. Give them... Distract the mosasaur.
It looks like they purge feeder tanks into the lagoon to feed the mosasaur. There must be a specific tank scheduled and stocked for each day. How did they expect to herd this creature? Sound? Food? Light?
Yes. Sound, food, and light.
Hatchery B, Pool 4. That looks like the one scheduled for today's feeding.
Okay.
That ought to keep it busy.
Nice graphics, bro.
Okay, hon. What do we do?
Dad, I changed my mind. These are rebreathers and I've never actually used one. I'm not ready for this.
Hey, you can do
No!
this.
What if something goes wrong? I don't want to do this. I don't want anyone else to get hurt.
We're all gonna die, man. I love you.
Jess, I know I don't say this enough, but I love you. Maybe I seem so overbearing, but it's because Sarah got away from me. And I don't want the same thing to happen with us. No, right now, all that matters is that we get through this. Everything else, we can work that out later. It's small stuff compared to this.
I just don't want you to go away. I'm so tired of you always going away.
I know, honey, but I'm here right now, and I'm not gonna leave you alone. I'll be here with you all the way. Now, what's the diver signal for okay?
It's universal. Duh.
Oh, right. Well, I promise to signal you whenever you check on me, okay?
Scared.
Okie dokie. Remember that time?
As scared as that time you accidentally walked into Uncle Wallace's room while he was washing his nose?
It was so gross. I didn't know it was like prosthetic.
Okay, Jess, you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
So, how do these things work?
Well, these are closed circuit rebreathers. They look custom designed.
What's up, Willie? Double bop on your head? Double head bop?
The tank is small, maybe 15 minutes of air.
Is that enough?
But it recycles the air you exhale. It should work for about 45 minutes. Try not to freak out. You'll use air faster. You might even mess up the CO2 scrubbers.
That sounds bad.
CO2 poisoning is totally bad.
Neat.
This is the regulator. It's built into the mask. It wants to help you breathe. Don't fight it. And don't hold your breath.
Okay, don't hold my breath.
That's it. The suit's mostly... It'll keep you, like, buoyant and manage your oxygen. Oh, and try to swim casual.
Swim casual?
Don't spaz out. It attracts sharks.
What about mosasaurs?
Probably them too. Turn around.
Yeah, stab him. Dude, Scuba Steve, to the rescue. What could possibly go wrong? Po Buddy's nerfed. Nobody spazzed out. Yeah, it's a terrible idea. God, that is so awkward. Fish mouth. Nice. Oh, that fish remembered you were in there? That was instantaneous. Excuse me? Sweet new drum fill kick snare. Yep, that's a lot, man. Good for you, Axe, man. You'll play this game later too. You're so happy that you found it for free. It's not the best game, but it's Jurassic Park. That's what I thought. Taro, the only Ceratosaurus. How you doing? It's fun so far. It's definitely not great, but it's okay. It's okay. It's more, it feels a lot more bare minimum, more simplified than the other Telltale games I've played. But it's fun. It's fun. It's nice and relaxing. At least there's that, you know, it's not too, like, intense. Except for when you're, like, getting eatered by a dinosaur. Dino DNA. I got it this time. There's no way I fail. Oh, look, I did it. Everything's fine. She went all fetal. Yeah, it's gonna make you pill-sized for the dinosaur. That was good. Fetal position for the win. Oh no! Boy, animals are stupid, constantly sticking their heads. I didn't know I was supposed to hit the X button too. At the same time, I thought hit one then the other. Bronze lies. So I was supposed to hit X, then the A button. That's awkward. Be fun if the new game would be like this. You love the Telltale games, but sadly they're broke and won't make games anymore. Uwu. Sad uwu. You can't even buy this anymore. At least digitally. I don't know if they ever released the physical version of it. I bought this when it came out, I just never played it. Giant gar are even deadlier. The sawtooth gar.
Look, by the lighthouse.
Yes, that must be it.
The Patagonian sea bass.
Wait, I don't see anyone on it.
Maybe a dinosaur ate them.
Maybe Billy ate them.
God damn it, Billy.
Well, well. Fortune smiles upon the brave.
Hey, Dad!
I thought I'd worked everything out. Hadn't accounted for our little thief here. Well played, Jess. Well played. But then, I was sure I had buried my ticket off this island at the bottom of the sea. But, lo and behold, you slippery sons of bitches survived. Wait. Did you swim out of there?
You bastard. What will your bosses think when they learn that you tried to murder us?
But they won't learn about that. Because one way or another, you're not gonna tell them. I just don't know how we got to this point, Nima. You were the last one of my kind I thought I could trust. Things didn't start out that way, but we had worked out a mutually beneficial deal! But now, I don't even have that. All that's left for me is that damn canister. Now hand it over, Missy.
No. Oh!
Nice one. Almost hurt.
You looking for this?
You know, things don't have to be this way. We'll kiss and make up and share this payout just like we planned.
Sorry I waited so long.
I'm sorry I did not see your true self long ago. I could have saved us all a lot of trouble and kicked your ass to begin with.
What? Lies, I hit the X
Don't make
button.
this easy for me. Come on, Nima. You're a merc just like me. You got bills to pay? Are these two really worth all this?
They are worth more than your pathetic life. I would trade your life even for Oscar's. No more talk. Shut up and fight.
Oh, what the fuck? Dude, like, you get, like, 0 time to react. I'm getting destroyed. I'm too old. It's fucking instantaneous. Ooh. Someone grab the canister. Little girl, stop staring at your dad. Oh, God. I'm tired. Oh, what about the knife?
Oh, there we go. Is that the little thing we're fighting over? Oh, huh? What? What's that? I can have it? Why so generous all of a sudden?
That's impossible. This game is canon? I don't think so.
You want to break our deal?
Do you feel that?
Oh my god. Stop!
You want to make new friends?
Yoder!
Anima, I don't like it.
Freeze! Nice. That fight was hard, man. There was not a lot of reaction time. He ate him whole. Just like a duck. Do dinosaurs have gizzards? I'm assuming dinosaurs are a lot like snakes, right? They eat the thing whole, they eat big chunks, and then they throw up the bones and stuff like that, yeah? I didn't know what I was choosing. I meant to help the little girl. Oh well. Oops. Don't you think he's full? He ate 2 big people. I very much did not mean to do that. I didn't know what the buttons meant. Oh, he's going to push it? Ride the dinosaur. I'm gonna disagree with that and say that I actually hit R up. I disagree, gang. I totally disagree. Hold, whoops. Dude, are we on the T-Rex's head? It's T-Rex cam. Run, Dad. Save your biscuits. Damn, he's just loud. That was all just loud. We fed a bunch of people there. I didn't mean to get Nima killed.
Hey, she had a difficult decision to make. We don't always get to do the right thing, honey.
Yeah, I guess. What now, Dad? I guess you're kind of out of a job.
That's all right. I quit. No more dinosaurs for me. I think I'll try to get my old job back at the Dallas Zoo. Elephants are a little more my speed anyway.
Coming back to Dallas?
Why not? Think it's a good idea?
If you're serious.
All right, then. Dallas it is. But first, I have a promise to keep. There's a little girl in Costa Rica that needs our help.
Oh! Did she get another little sister? New family member! Alright! There's a happy ending. Dad moves home. I thought that there would be a 5th episode. There's always 5 episodes. I'm kind of surprised. I didn't realize that there were just 4 episodes. I thought that there would be 5. So this seems, and I mentioned it a bunch before, this seems like a much more pared down version than the other Telltale games. You know, I like Jurassic Park, so maybe I'm a little biased. It's not... This isn't great, but it's not terrible either. You know, they do a decent job with the characters. It's certainly not Telltale's finest work. Yeah, it seems more pared down. You basically just have, like, the interaction sections and then, like, QTE sections. The QTE sections are a lot more than any of the other Telltale games that I played. But it kind of makes sense in this game. You're constantly being hunted down by dinosaurs and stuff like that. So it's not so much heavy on the more, like, adventure point and click game aspect, and it's more on like the action-y side of things. I mean, the graphics look exactly the way Telltale does stuff. This is like the engine that they've used for an extremely long time, so it is what it is, you know. It's that like kind of mix between like cartoony and somewhat real. I mean, it looks like a Wii game, you know? it's kind of the way it is. It's got some weird, like, hitching and stuff. And, I feel like sometimes the inputs aren't exactly accurate. It could just be me, but definitely, I mean, alright, so that final fight with Yoder, I guess, is supposed to be harder. It's not always clear. Like, sometimes they just don't give you a lot of time to react to the inputs. I know that I'm older now, and my reaction time is probably failing a little bit. But some of them, I mean, you have like half a second to hit like a button, and it's insanely quick. And I think one of the problems is that they're making you like move your thumb back and forth between the face buttons and the right thumbstick, which I feel would be better if they use the left thumbstick. It's really weird that you don't use that at all. Like, that feels like such a stupid decision to do that. Like, you really should use the left thumbstick so you're not constantly like jumping back and forth between your thumb on the right thumbstick and the face buttons. Like, that's such a stupid fucking decision. Like, of course it's gonna take me a little bit longer to like recognize that. If I look at that and I go, all right, I gotta move my thumb over to the right thumbstick, I'm like constantly moving my thumb back between the face buttons and the right thumbstick, because I mean, obviously you don't know what button inputs are coming up. It would be so much better if I didn't have to do that and I could just leave my left thumb on the left thumbstick where it usually is, and you know, and just have my right thumb on the face buttons. That's a really weird decision to make you have to jump back and forth between those. It just sometimes made it a little bit more difficult to deal with reactionary stuff. And I think they could have, like, mitigated some things. I get that, you know, like, that final fight, you know, it's supposed to be one of the final ones, so it's going to be the harder challenge. But, man, some of those things were, like, instantaneous. Like, as soon as one, you have to spot where it is on the screen, then recognize what, you know, process what the button input is, then do the button input. Whether it's like press the button, mash, you know, do a movement, hold the button down. That's a lot to, I mean, it's a lot to take in just like a small period of time. It is a lot to take in a small period of time. I was kind of hoping that you could like select. Oh, you can. You can go back and select them. That's cool. So if you wanted to go back and get, like, golds in all the sections, you could go back through, I guess, each chapter episode and do that. We mainly got golds and silvers. I only think we started to get bronze there in the last section. Boy, that was really quick. I did not think that we would get through it that fast. I thought we had, like, 2 more episodes left. It's fun. It's not great. I do appreciate the fact that they allow you to go back and do those sections again, so you could go through and get all golds. That's pretty cool. I dig that. That's nice of them. You're trying out Helldivers 1? Nice. Dragon's Lair. Some prompts in Dragon's Lair came after you had to have done it. There are at least 2 moves you had to buffer and do during previous moves animations. I played through Dragon's Lair on the Sega CD. Same with Space Ace. So I don't know about the arcade versions, and honestly, I don't remember too well the old Sega CD ones. It's kind of similar to that. Those are QuickTime event things. But you only have 1 button to hit in that one, and then I guess directions. Up, down, left, and right, and then the action button. This one has a lot more inputs than that. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where, like, QuickTime events come from. But yeah, I mean, this is just kind of okay. It was nice to have this little diversion after playing through, you know, hard mode of Remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Dirge of Cerberus. It was nice to do something less intensive. I mean, this was still, I mean, it wasn't as less intensive as I thought it was. I didn't realize it was just going to be chock full of QuickTime events. But, I mean, it was nice to be able to, like, do something a little bit more simple. than have to deal with, you know, constant stress. So that was cool. But yeah, overall, it's just kind of, it's okay. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just kind of meh. This is definitely one of their more middling titles. It was a nice distraction, though. I'll say that. It was a nice distraction. I enjoyed it for what it was, but... I mean, I like Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, the book's probably one of my favorite books, and the movie's probably one of my favorite movies of all time. So getting more media, especially something that, like, takes place on Isla Nebular, you know, during the events somewhat. Like, episode 1 takes place during the events of the original movie. I think that's cool. More people were on the island, you know? That's alright, you know, a little side story there. I like how they worked into it. I mean, the idea was, right, that the Barbasol can was recovered, right? So that they were able to do more dinosaurs. Do the more dinosaurs. It was interesting. I want to try to save, you know? I want to try to save our friend. Can we do that? Can we try to save Nima? Is that possible? Is that possible? Let's see what happens. I had no idea. That's another thing. Like, sometimes you don't realize you're making a choice.
You want to make new friends?
Like, it wasn't obvious what they were asking me to do there. Like, you see buttons pop up on the screen, and because you have to, like, react so quickly, I saw the B button and I just hit it. That was the first button I saw, and then I hit the X button, and I was like, oh, we were making a decision. Sometimes it's not obvious that's what you're doing. Maybe they could make it a little more obvious that you're making, like, a big decision in that scenario. So Yoder's gonna die no matter what, and this was one of the things that I was wondering about this game. Like, how many are scripted events, and how much is you actually making a decision? Like, are there actual decisions in this game that you can make? Because in The Walking Dead, you have a little bit of influence about, like, who lives and who dies, and, like, how people react to you and stuff like that. You have some influence. I don't know that you actually have influence in this one at all. Like, Oscar died, Dr. Susan Sarandon died, I don't remember her name. I don't know if Nima has to die either. Let's see if we can keep her alive. It's loud. Turn it down a little here. Actually, I could probably just go in here and we can go into settings, sound, and I can lower the maybe the dinosaur. I hope he's not voice. Ideally, every input should affect the story. Exactly. every single input has a change on the story. That might be asking a bit much. Okay, this time we hit, like, the X button or the Y button. Help the little girl. I see it now. I didn't see the button on the kid. I just saw the B button at first. I don't think every single thing that you do should have, like, a direct impact in there. I mean, sometimes you can fail and they let you keep going. And that's okay. Like, not everything should result in, like, your death. I think if every single input has like a direct repercussion, it kind of takes away from things. It lessens the impact of the important decisions that you make. Kind of like cheapens the experience a bit. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not really fully paying attention to what I'm saying right now. I am mildly distracted with screaming dinosaurs. Switch. Literally mashing buttons. Well then, I mean, every button does have an impact. If I fail, we die. Oh my god, dude. Those are probably the worst ones. Those are probably by far the worst of everything. Trying to keep the, I don't know, the dot in the center. Like sometimes it goes so easy like that, and other times it is like impossible to control. I didn't realize, I thought I filled it up and I was like, cool, we're done. Whoops. Almost screwed that up. Yeah, I mean, almost every single one of these, I guess some have like, you're gonna die, and others, you know, you just get to keep going.
We made it.
But if you fail too many, you fail as overall.
Guys?
Not me, Jerry. Not my daughter.
Guys?
Nima, I made a promise. I'll figure something out. Come back to Dallas with us. We'll find a way to get you and your Mariquita.
Guys! How much did you say those embryos were worth?
Why is there a sack of money in here? Well, isn't that convenient? Alright, I was distracted while I was talking there. The QuickTime events do have repercussions. You've got like two kind of repercussions. Not everyone leads directly to your death, but you've got that meter. And so, I don't know what happens. I don't know if that's just a ranking or if you fail enough, you eventually die. I don't think you can just sit there and let all the QuickTime events like transpire. I think when you're like running from dinosaurs and stuff, if you like mess up, you die. And there are definitely some hilarious death scenes. Like when the T-Rex and the Triceratops were fighting, I got sandwiched between the T-Rex and the Triceratops. There's definitely, like, if you fail button inputs, you die. Then you try again. But sometimes, if you fail inputs, it's like, okay, you stumbled, you fell, and you, like, lose points. Imaginary points. I think you have to find a balance between the two. Like, you still need to be kind to the player, and not everything can, like, lead to an immediate death when, like, everything is, like, quick time events. I don't know. That's probably the flaw with this game. That's probably the flaw with the game. I mean, the majority of what's happening is the quick time events and stuff like that. You know, you've got some very minuscule puzzles, and then you have quick time events. It's just to get from point A to point B. It's very basic. And that's what we were getting at before when I said, you know, this one seems like a much more pared down version of the other Telltale games in the series. Granted, this is one of their earlier games, right? How many games came out before this? I thought Monkey Island was the first time I had heard of them. Where's Telltale Games? I'm assuming the Strong Bad Stuff, and I know Sam and Max came out before this. But this definitely seems to be one of their more simplified version. Where's their list of all their games? But normally they list like all the games and stuff, and this didn't do that. Publishing, list of Telltale video games, there we go. Texas Hold'em was their first thing. Bone, Out from Boneville, they did a CSI one. I had never heard of CSI. 3 Dimensions of Murder, then Bone the Great Cow Race. Sam and Max Save the World. CSI Hard Evidence, another Sam and Max Strong Bad, Wallace and Gromit, and then Tales of Monkey Island. Then CSI Deadly Intent, and then more Sam and Max. Nelson Tethers Puzzle Agent, more CSI, more Poker, Back to the Future. I really liked Back to the Future. I didn't realize that came out before The Walking Dead. Law and Order, and then Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, Walking Dead Season 2, Borderlands. He did a Game of Thrones one in Minecraft. Michonne, Batman, more Walking Dead, Guardians of the Galaxy, another Minecraft, more Batman. The final Walking Dead one. That was when they went out of business. Barely enough interactivity just to justify it being called a game as opposed to like a straight up movie. Yeah. Yeah, this one definitely felt more minimalistic. I wonder how some of their other ones are as compared to Jurassic Park. Like, Sam and Max definitely Save the World. That was a long one. That one felt more point and clicky. I don't know anything. I don't even know what Bone is. Oh, that's the comic book thing. I don't know much about Bone. I just know that it's a comic. I don't really know much about that one. I wonder how, like, the CSI ones and stuff are. Not enough that I care, but I wonder how they are compared to this. I would assume that they're a bit more involved, but, I mean, that's a pretty big assumption. Yeah, this one definitely felt bare minimum. And they had a bunch that were more involved than this. Like, Back to the Future is way more involved than this one. This one definitely felt like a step down. That's interesting. Bone, yeah, apparently they made a couple games based on Bone the comic. Out of Boneville and The Great Cow Race. I think I own those. I bought, like, the Telltale package years and years ago that had, like, everything that they did. So I think I even have some of those Law and Order CSI ones, but I don't really want to play those, to be perfectly honest. I got no desire in procedural cop drama stuff. I mean, maybe one day, but really don't feel like it. You haven't read that in years. Yeah, Back to the Future is more traditional. Yeah, and I mean, this one's definitely just more action-oriented. It feels more pared down and more action-oriented. More simple. It's not the greatest thing. It's just very middling. It's just very middling. I'm a little disappointed in it. Jurassic Park seems to be more of a precursor to the more narrative-heavy Telltale would lean into. And yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, the Back to the Future one was very narrative-heavy. I mean, they're all relatively narrative-heavy. But, yeah. It's not terrible. It's not great. I like dinosaurs. I mean, I think if you enjoy dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, you can find the game. It's worth checking out. I don't know if they ever released physical copies of this game. Because if not, there's really not a way to get a hold of this. Unless you already owned it before Telltale went out of business, I don't think that there's a way to play it then if there's no physical versions of it. I mean, you're not really missing much out, but it's a shame when stuff like that happens. It's a shame. Like, I know the only reason why I was able to get Guardians of the Galaxy was because they made physical copies of it, so I was able to play it that way. And the Guardians of the Galaxy one's pretty good. But yeah, it'd be a shame if the only versions of Jurassic Park were just digital. I wonder if we can see... I don't think it, like, lists physical and digital. It came out for the 360 and PS3. And for some reason, I feel like there wouldn't be a physical release. It's the first game where characters can be killed. And couldn't die in any of the other ones. The Xbox 360 version would be released as a physical disc with all episodes. And it'd be released as individual downloads on all the others, so maybe there's a 360 version of it out there. I guess maybe you can pick it up. Well, yeah, because they went out of business, they lost a lot of the IP rights to the games and stuff. You know, that relapses when you go out of business, so you no longer carry the rights to it, so yeah, the stuff can't be sold anymore. That's the problem with licensing IPs. I mean, you license an IP for, like, a set duration of time. Skybound, I think, are the ones that ended up buying some. They bought Telltale, but they only got some of the properties. So, The Walking Dead they brought back. I guess they brought Batman and Sam and Max back in, I guess, Borderlands, right? There you go. But yeah, I mean, they licensed all those IPs, so it's a matter of, like, do they want to continue to license those? You know, which ones were making us money? Which ones had, like, the following? Batman's gonna continue to sell. The Walking Dead. You don't even see Batman. I know that they finished out season 4 of The Walking Dead. I don't know about any of the others. The only way you can play a lot of them is, like I said, through physical copies. You concur, so do I. It's a shame that that kind of stuff happens, because it's like losing media. It's losing media. Then you have to find other means of trying to play the game. Games. Other means. So if you didn't own them already. I think I'm not even sure that I own season 4.